This phone is supposed to have one of the best audio systems Xiaomi, or anyone else for that matter, has ever put into a phone. The new K90 Pro Max come with an attractive logo on the back that says, "Sound by Bose." True audiophiles will appreciate what this means. In terms of design, material, and build quality, we're doing pretty similar to the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, including the controversial camera bump right here. Now mind you, I'm not saying Apple came up with it first, I only said controversial. Anyways, so the texture on the back, again, is pretty similar to the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, and the camera bump is also very similar, with the major difference being that Xiaomi decided that an actual mini subwoofer would be more practical than a second display. Software-wise, it's obviously going to be the same hyperos S3, but under the hood, we have an even bigger battery, 7,560 milliamps. That's one of the biggest batteries we've ever seen in a smartphone. It still remains to be seen, of course, whether or not it's going to be able to deliver a respective actual battery life in the real world. For a beating heart, of course, we have the all-new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, paired with 16 gigs of RAM in my unit, and of course we're going to be putting it through its pace very soon. Before I do that though, let me just quickly say this again. So it's running on the same hyperos S3 that's on the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, and I've already set up almost all sorts of Google services, including Circle to Search and Gemini. And I'll be leaving a link to my globalization tutorial in the description, so if you're planning to purchase this phone, make sure to check that out. Also, on another side note, let me just quickly point out that the camera system is obviously not going to be able to perform on the same level as a, say, Zeiss camera system, but it's actually still pretty good. Let's take a quick look at a few samples. Alright, so there goes camera. Moving on to the speakers. Now I'm not going to be playing any sort of music or anything in the video, because I genuinely do not think there's any point to that. Because to be able to truly capture the depth and the details of any speaker system, you would need a really good microphone system, which I do not have. So again, there really isn't any point in doing that in a video. But hear this from me. This right here is probably going to be the actual best sounding phone you've ever held in your hand. Now, if you're not an audiophile, you're probably like, well, what am I going to do with it? And I really don't have an answer for you. Except that it's going to let you enjoy frying your brain on social media a lot more than you already do. Because it's true, there's actually a premium bass and this sort of depth to whatever kind of sound you're playing on your phone. Also, we have an improved haptics system that I would say I prefer over the one on the OnePlus 13. Could just be me though. Anyways, moving on from all that, it's time for a stress test. And obviously that means I'm going to need a bit of help from my little friend here for a temperature check. So it's going to be almost 30 on the front, slightly less, 29.6, closer to 30 on the back, 29.7. Let me just quickly run 3D Mark right here. Now, to avoid unnecessary heating from this texture that I have on my desk, I'm going to be using this little stand right here to sort of elevate the phone and to get this sort of very natural ventilation around the phone while it's doing its thing. All right then, here we go. Unfortunately, 11 loops in, it crashed and it's super hot. Let's just do a quick temperature check. It's back on now though. 49, 50 on the back. It's pretty hot on the sides too, but that's weird. It's really hot around the edges. I'm not sure why it's doing that. But anyways, now it's all sort of laggy throughout the OS. Yeah, refresh rate is definitely down to 60, I would say. This definitely feels like 60. Alright, so I'm going to give it a few minutes to cool down a bit, and then I'm going to try that again on performance mode. You know, because it was happening on the OnePlus as well, but the OnePlus did manage to finish the test on performance mode. So let's just give that a try. Alright, so we're almost back to normal. Let's just do a quick check here. 32.2 on the front and 33 on the back. Also, do keep in mind that we lost 9% after about 11 loops of Wildlife Extreme. Anyways, let's just enable performance mode real quick and then get back to 3D Mark. Alright, here we go for round 2 on performance mode. Well, here we are again. Unfortunately, nothing changed on performance mode. So temperature-wise, it's going to be 51, even hotter on the front, and about the same on the back. And it crashed again for the same reason. Device overheated. Alright, so it's back on, and it's laggy one more time. Well, not really laggy, but it's doing 60 Hz right now instead of 120. And just so you know, we lost another 8% of battery. So, at this point, I'm really not sure who to blame. Is this a new Snapdragon thing, or is it a new bug introduced by 3D Mark instead? And the only way to find out, I assume, is an extreme gaming test that includes emulators and actual PC games. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so that you don't miss out on that and more. Alright, I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.